Hello friends, my name is Hamid. Today I'm working on this Kenmore slide and range. The customer's complaint was the convection fan motor was making noise. When I got here last week, I opened the unit apart. I thought maybe the nut that holds the fan in place is loose. I had to retighten it, which I've seen it in some cases. You just retighten the nut, that will take care of the problem. But in fact, the problem was the convection fan motor, this one. And I will be replacing this today, and I'll show you how to do this. When working on a slide and range, I always recommend using an air slit. If you have an air slit, the air slit is a tool that you would install it under the oven, and then it will lift it up about 3 inches, maybe 2 inches. It will lift it up, and then you can pull it out. But today I'm not using the air slit. I will use this sheet. The reason you want to use air slit because when you pull this unit out, you see the way the lip of the glass sits on top of this countertop. Sometimes if the back has a little bit of damage on the flooring and you're trying to pull the oven out, the back legs would fall down and then it will crack the glass, because it will cause an impact on the glass and it will damage the glass, and then you're going to deal with a different problem now. So that's why I recommend using an air slit. But in this case, the customer flooring is really good. I can use my sheet to pull the unit out. And to pull the unit out, I usually pull the unit out maybe about 2 inches. And then after that, I lift up the front, slide my glide under the front feet, and then I spray it with a little bit of soap, dishwasher soap or any kind of soap. It will make it to slide out smoothly. I will hold it from here, and then I can't do it with one hand, so I'm gonna have to do it with 2 hands. You can pull it out easily, but before I do that, I will take these grills out. And then if you want to do this in a more easy way, you have to take the door off. In order to take the door off, look at these sides, the hinges. You have to bring this out. I'm trying to bring it out so it can close here, but it doesn't, so I'm gonna have to put a little bit pressure with my feet on the front of the door, and now I can close it here. And I'll do the same thing here. See, it doesn't go, but if I put my feet right here, like my knee, and then while I'm pushing it with my knee and I'll close it, it's gonna work. So here my knee is in, just a little bit pressure, not too much. It comes out, and then you can lift up the door. So you lift up the door, and now you can feel a little bit of resistance here. That's the time you want to lift up the door. Let me see. It comes out. Where I put my door here, you do not want to put the stainless steel side on top. Otherwise, you can always open your blanket more, and then you have an extra space. So I did this quickly here. And now we're gonna get inside to work on it here. So before you remove this part, that cover, the convection fan motor and element cover, I recommend writing down a note or something here. Maybe write down a T on the top. You see, I wrote down T. This way you will not make a mistake when you reinstall this back, and it's not a big deal, but it's annoying if you make a mistake on this, and I'll show you later on what I mean by doing this. These screws are Robertson. There's 3 of them. You want to take all of those 3. And now I got the convection fan motor blade. I will be using a crescent wrench, and here's the screw. You may want to hold the convection element so you can have a good grip here, solid grip. Hold it from the fan blade here and then turn it clockwise. You're going to open this, close it. Now you know, give it the impact and then you open it. The fan is out, and now you're gonna have to work on it from the front and back. Do not open those two screws until the oven is unplugged. I really like the idea of using a little bit of extra soap on the front feet. I don't know if you saw it or not, how smoothly the oven came out. And here we're going to open the back panel now. This one screw, the last top one, you're going to remove this last. While you're removing the last screw, you're holding this panel at the same time and pulling it out. Here, I can open it easily. There's a couple of screws at the back and a couple of screws in the front. So I will open the front screws. Here you go, the convection fan motor is out. And here's the new convection fan motor. When you open the box, it also comes in a plastic bag with a washer and of course the nut that goes from inside and holds the fan in place. When you're reinstalling this, do not forget to position these wires towards the right hand side, like this. And the screw goes at the center. I had these wires disconnected and I added electrical tape on it just to be safe. The reason I disconnected these wires because it was very annoying for the customer, so it's easy to reconnect back in. And it doesn't matter which wire goes where, you're okay. You can add this one over there if it can reach, it's okay. There's no problem. I'll reinstall the back panel back in. All your screws are back in on the back panel. Again, you may want to add your last screw that you pulled out. You may want to add this screw first when you install this panel, and then you can do the rest. So the back side is good. Now I'm going to go to the inside. The inside screws are kind of a special looking screws that has a looks like it has a plate inside, which is like a washer. Do not over tight these screws, otherwise you're gonna strip it. I got these two. You cannot just install your fan blade like that. You have to look at the position of it. You see there's a cutout here. That is straight cutout right there, supposed to go on that screw. So you put it in the lift position and then hold it in your hand and go slowly like that. I got this washer, and here's the new cap. First, you may want to retighten it with your hand, and then after that you can use your crescent wrench, retighten it just a little bit. Do not over tight that, because if you over tight this, over time if the customer gets the same problem, the new technician who would come and work on it will not be able to open this easily. Okay, that's all you need. This cap, you can keep it for in future. If you go in a customer house and you strip this for some reason, or if it goes bad, you can reuse this for them. It's just a free part, otherwise it goes to the scrap. And here's the back cover where I wrote down T in here, so I will not make any mistake when I reinstall this back end. So here I'll show you an example here. The T, I'm gonna hold it in a different position because everything looks the same. See, the hole is lining up there, but it's not lining up there. That's why it's so important to add a T in here, or just a markup, so you know which screw goes where. Okay, when I press this, it will come on. This noise you're getting is not actually from the convection fan motor. It's actually from the oven cavity, because when the oven stays cold, it's a head and bake element, and it's trying to get hot, it makes a little bit of noise. Okay, so it seems okay. I'll turn it off. I got a wet cloth here. Before I push the oven back in, customer's not home, I'm just gonna do a little bit cleanup here, because I'm sure if the customer was home, they would do this cleanup. When reinstalling it back in, you insert the large hinge side first, and then you put down the second one, and then again, in order to open this lock, you have to put a little bit pressure on the door, and then you can open this. And one thing I forgot to mention it, that the model and serial number on these units are, sometimes you can find it here, sometimes you can find it here, sometimes there, and sometimes it's right here, model and serial number. And this unit was also made by Frigdiare. So I'm gonna close the video. Thank you so much for watching my videos. If you guys have any questions, please comment below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like my videos, and share it with others. You can also follow me on Facebook. It's called Hamid Appliances Repair. Thank you. Thanks.